That's it.
Yay. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know the vibes, right? We in here, all right? We got Nut. We got my man P.
You know?
And we got your boy Dollar, man. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get to it. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's your boy Swift Dollars, a.k.a. 16-Pad Killer. You tuned in to Unscripted Saturdays. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash up the likes, click the notification bell. Where my glasses at? Make sure y'all stay in the loop each and every time we drop these videos. P, what's happening, baby?
Ain't nothing. How y'all fellas doing today?
Man, I'm in the best
It's
mood
Saturday.
of
It's Saturday, man.
Saturday, another beautiful day in paradise.
I'm in the best mood of my life. Ready to party. Ready to do it. Let's get to it, man. We got the Wake County Courthouse shooting. Nut, you got the most information on this. I really wasn't abreast to the situation. I just remember I woke up on Friday.
Man, I didn't find out till I got here.
I just remember I seen everybody and their mama.
Well, what happened really was like this lady has been having a mental health episode, and she's involved the legal system in several lawsuits against the town, police, other people. And when she didn't get the results that she wanted, she took the law into her own hands.
Let me ask you this. When you say mental, or the mental issues or whatever you said, like
in her complaints against the police department, the town, she was asking for like body cam footage.
Yeah, I see.
Of when the police came out to her complaints or whatever. But it's the fact of the nature of her complaints. She was saying that the neighbors were trying to kill her. They were trying to poison her through her air conditioning system. I mean, you know, the courts try to deal with you the best they can. You know what I'm saying? Because what caught my attention about it after it happened was somebody said that they support her. And I was like, what do you support about her?
Oh, on
Facebook.
I know what you're talking about. I gotta give him a shout out because he doing this thing. You talk about NC Uncut or Unplugged or whatever.
He might have reposted it.
The blog, dude.
He might have reposted it, but somebody had posted like how they support her, and I was like,
for
like
shooting the lawyers.
Yeah,
Nah,
because
I don't support that.
yeah, like that's what it sounded like they were saying that they supported. Like, because what do you support about it? Yeah, you support the fact that she had the fight, or she went about it, you know what I'm saying, through the legal system. But
She went about it the right way.
It's the fact that
No, she didn't.
No.
Yeah, she
the legal
did.
she started the right way.
she did. It's the
she
fact
didn't finish
that,
the
it's the
right
fact
way.
that she had those mental health episodes. That kind of construed everything. So you can't support the fact that she took the law into her own hands.
No, definitely
because
not.
now she damaged two people who actually weren't the actual people who she was complaining about.
They were supposed to.
Why she didn't do that to her neighbors? If she felt that they were poisoning her through her air conditioning system, why didn't she do it to the neighbors?
Well, first of all, she should have got proof.
Facts.
First of all, she should have got proof.
Right.
My second opinion on this, and this goes for everybody out there, all right? If you're gonna go the legal route, stick to the legal route and take the outcome that you get. You feel me? Now, I'm not condoning violence, but don't switch back and forth. You either pick one and stick to it. If you go the legal route,
yeah, the violence is
route.
out. Violence is out.
But if you do go the violence, you feel me? Do that from the get-go.
Yeah, and you got to ride with whatever with
and then you taking it out on lawyers just doing their job.
Yeah.
Because you lost.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know like what happened during the proceedings, but I can almost guarantee that she did not do her due diligence.
No.
Because if you had a case, you feel me? Like if you really had a case and you did like your due, even if it really wasn't a case, but you had all your ducks lined up in a row.
I find it interesting that you said you don't know that much about it, but you said that's the kind of logic that you use with it, because it's the fact that as of when she went back to court, they had filed against her. There's a certain way that they can file to where you can't file any more complaints unless a lawyer is present.
So let me ask you. So basically, what you're saying is she's exhausted all of her options,
Pretty much.
and she's just pushing the line now.
Right.
Okay.
Like Pierre said, she didn't do her due diligence.
Did the PD of that town do any type of investigation of her claim?
Now, if I'm supposed to be correct, this is either Wake Forest or Roseville where this is going on.
I'm pretty
You
sure
know
they
what I'm saying?
did, but you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure just like normal people would do, they'll be like, hey man, I'm just here going through the motions because I can see that she ain't, you know what I'm saying, all the lights ain't on over here.
Mm-hmm.
But who fault is that though? I just want to ask a real question. Even though
That's where I was trying to get to.
Hold on. Out there, because like I said, all I know is that she let the shots go. But I'm just trying to ask a question right here to where we could just, you know what I'm saying, try to get an understanding.
We
here.
having a
Like,
conversation.
Because like if she's got mental health issues, I'm pretty sure she's been kicking up dust at that house with that neighbor for a while now, and it's probably gotten to the point where it's unlivable for both of them. Somebody gonna have to go. So, where it's easy to say now she's gone because she exited herself. But if the people know that she has mental health issues, whose job is it to get this woman the help she needs?
Look,
I feel like at this point,
I don't care who go first.
I feel like at this point, we live in a world where it's definitely an individual's responsibility to take care of that on their own. We don't see it as, at this point, the way we live now, we don't see it as a point where the community tries to more or less help
what community?
you. That's what I'm saying. So, like what you're saying, she probably made this situation to where it's almost impossible to live next door to her.
So I mean, it sounds like, at least for that neighbor.
So it's not like those people can really help. I mean, they could call somebody and be like, hey, look, my neighbor. I guess you might can call somebody, but what is it gonna do if you call somebody and be like, hey, look, man, my neighbor might not be all there, man. You know, can y'all send somebody? Who you gonna call? Like the mental health department?
Well, we need a social security card, and then we need ID
because
and proof of ownership and transfer of title and power of attorney and
Birth certificates and all that.
That's a fact.
Because it's not like back in the day where you could just have somebody committed.
Yeah, we just can't pull up to the fire station and drop you off. It ain't like that no more now.
I'm about to take a long flight on this one.
Well, you go right ahead now.
All right.
I'm gonna try to keep it short. First, I think it's everybody's fault. I don't know if this lady has children or a spouse. Like I said, I really don't know much about it, but I think it's everybody's fault. Before I continue, my brother lives out in Germany. He's in a small town. He left that town and came back. It was a big deal for him to come back, play on the soccer team again. But he came back because the community, okay? Like, you know the butcher, you know the flower person, you know these people. Like, you might not know them, but you see them on a daily basis.
Right.
Right? We don't have that no more.
Right.
If we did, this situation would have never got this far. Now, we have been brainwashed to well, I don't want to say we have come to a point in our society where it really is every man for themselves. You don't have my sister, when she was like 2 years old, walked out the house. My mom works night shift. My sister walked outside, didn't know how to get back in. She's walking in the cul-de-sac. My neighbor sees my little sister. And instead of grabbing my little sister, we know him. Like, me and her son are homeboys. You know what I mean? So instead of grabbing my sister, bringing her to the door, knocking on the door, bringing her out, she just let my sister roam around. And was like, when my mom finally got up and realized my sister was gone, she came out and was like, I was about to call CPS. And I'm like, you are our neighbor. Like, we see you every day. You know, we have conversation. Your son has a party, I'm invited. And vice versa. Like, there's no sense of community.
Right.
Now, for this situation, unless she has like a personal vendetta against that one neighbor, I'm pretty sure she's harassed all the neighbors. All the neighbors need to go. Somebody needs to know the kids. At least when they come by, or the spouse or something.
Right.
You feel me? Hey, she's talking crazy. When the cops come, hey, get other neighbors. Yo, she's talking crazy. We need to get her some help.
Right.
Right?
As you're saying, as neighbors.
As neighbors, as a community, right? Yeah. Now, that is whoever's involved in that, that's their fault. And including, like I said, I don't know if she does, but if she has a spouse and kids, that's their fault too. I check on my mama constantly. You feel me? That's my mama. You feel me? I make sure she's like in a good mental state. Now, that being said, the PD and the town also are at fault because you get multiple calls. And from my understanding, they're BS calls.
Man, ain't listen.
Y'all, I mean, y'all are public servants. You're supposed to serve your community. Why did you not take it a step further to get, because I mean, y'all have more connections.
Hold on, I gotta stop you there.
But
go ahead. No, wait, man, go ahead.
All he's saying is, though, with the amount of calls, because I feel like knowing most about it, I feel like what he's saying is true. With the amount of calls that you have, why don't you have at least 2 or 3 instances where the sheriff's department sent a mental health provider out 2 or 3 times to you know what I'm saying?
Or contact the family for them to do it. Like,
right. But that's why I said, let me stop you there, because I'm about to ask a question, because I think I heard them say it got to a point where they was like, oh, this is just Mrs. Such and Such. So they're used to her calling, but that's what you're feeding into. Yeah. You're right, but that is still the job of the family to get you committed.
More or less, but still.
They can't commit you.
But still,
they can commit you to jail, but they can't commit you
but
to
still,
but they can bring help.
But so that they
or
won't
bring
have
awareness.
Right, so they won't have such a bad look on them, like you saying. With the amount of calls that she's had, the complaints that she's filed against the town, the neighbors, everybody. Why didn't they get it on record where they just did this, so where now they could be able to say, hey, look, man, we tried to send
because somewhere down the line, that's a lawsuit if you don't do it the right way, because the family could say, we didn't give y'all permission to do this.
But we tried, but like he's saying, with the amount of calls, they could have at least tried to reach out to try to contact
Something.
other family
To be honest,
members.
I think
or
they
something.
probably have. Like I said,
I mean,
we
we don't know.
We don't know.
Right.
But I'm sure that they if it's to the point where they know this woman by a first name basis, you're not gonna tell me they don't know the children too.
Yeah.
If they've had this many calls and
If she
complaints.
has any.
If she has any. If she has a spouse.
Yes.
Now, I'm sure if she's like this, she probably ran him away. You know
I
what I'm
mean-
saying? But allegedly. But that's all I'm saying. If she do got that going on, it's obvious and aware that it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's too much to unpack here.
But
But you think
it takes a village to raise a child.
facts.
So just because the child
ain't a
gets
child,
older,
though. She ain't a child.
but just because the child gets older doesn't mean that you're still not a village. You know, like if you go to
We just that when the older you become in the village, the only thing they come to you for is counsel. That's it.
you feel me?
But if you're not in your right mind, how can you counsel?
But for one thing,
Right or
like
wrong,
if you
that's
go
all
to
I'm
a village, like a real village, hut living people, right? Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody pitches in.
Guess what?
Everybody helps. Everybody. Everybody takes care of everybody. We have gotten away from that so bad that, I mean, generally speaking, we're liable to pick up our phone and record somebody getting beat to death.
That's a fact.
That's a
I watch them videos all day. But I'm gonna tell you this though, and here's the word you're missing. She doesn't have any more sweat equity. You know what I'm saying? She that as my man from Florida said.
But see, if she had a village behind her,
No.
or a community behind her, or even just her family, if they're still here around, like,
Okay, Pierre, let me tell you this, man. When you start talking that village stuff, that's just like wildlife. Every king wants his own lineage. In order to have his own lineage, what has to happen? All the old has to be rooted out from root to stem. When you're no longer, this is just my opinion. It's just like the government. It's just like anything else. When they use you up, they move you aside.
oh, that's everything.
And when you start talking that village stuff, we talking about a woman that's obviously got mental problems, and is at the end of her wits, because apparently she's been trying and trying to get this case in the court, and they keep motioning, pushing back,
dismissing.
yeah, dismissing, doing all this stuff. So she just finally snapped. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is real.
Yeah.
And if y'all, and matter of fact, shout out to Dr. Ebony. Make sure y'all tune in to her page. You know what I'm saying? She got some good health tips and coaching and all that for sure. Y'all check her out. She dope. But like, this is just some mental health.
Right. It's definitely.
This is definitely some mental health stuff. I'm not a doctor or
Life
a
coach.
license, and I'm not licensed to tell you nothing. The only thing I know is to tell you what I see in the street. And what I see in the street, this woman crazy. She knew when she went to that courthouse, if it didn't go her way, what she was gonna do, because she took the pistol down there. She didn't go home. She walked outside and laid on them to come out. Now, it ain't like she ran back in the courthouse. No, she went outside.
I feel you on the waiting part, but you know, some people just carry their pistol with them anyway.
Bro,
You're not going to run up in the courthouse.
No, but I mean,
anyway.
if I go to court, I'm still going to bring my pistol with me and
No,
leave it
you're
in the
not.
car.
No, you're not.
I'm going to leave it in the car.
But what I'm saying is first
I don't go nowhere without my
You're
pistol.
right. But
She parked close enough to go get
To
it.
go get it and not go nowhere.
Yeah.
Look, again, I don't know everything. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with you. What it sounds like she had this all premeditated.
That's what I just said.
It sounds like it, but again, I don't.
No, I'm saying allegedly. I'm just saying if I had to bet my money on it before
And I would bet with you.
Before she decided to go to court that day, She had it in her mind that if this thing don't go right, I'm gonna lay down the law of the land. That's just my opinion.
If it don't go
I
right, I'm
think-
gonna go
right,
left.
if it don't go, yeah, there you go. If it don't go right, I'm gonna go left.
It sounded like she wanted to go left anyways.
Because what I'm saying is this: she didn't kill him. She legged him, hit the other one. Like if she really wanted to go all out,
Oh, she would have emptied the
she
clip.
would have went all out.
Oh, so you saying the reason why you can't say it's premeditated is because the way she did it. She really could have walked up to him and gave him 2 to the head if she really wanted to do it because they were outside of the courthouse.
That's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
this is some mental health stuff.
I can go with that. I can go with that.
She like, yo, y'all ain't helping me. Fly.
I'm gonna bring attention to this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I done told y'all, I've been dealing with y'all.
Y'all ain't
giving
taking me
y'all all
serious.
this money. I'm losing, man. I'm tired of this. Fire. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying. Well, I'm saying she crazy.
I mean, if roast jokes are cool, the lawyer should have did the freaky zinky.
Yeah.
Swung the leg that way.
That's all I'm saying. Like, it's no way. That's all I'm
If we
saying.
getting it off.
She just hit her wits in, man, and that's all. I mean, like I said, I'm no psychiatrist, I'm no health expert, I'm no nothing, but I know when people done hit that, they done hit the limit.
Hey.
I know that. Now
Yeah.
I can't diagnose what the limit was, but she was at it. You know what I'm saying?
She might have been way past her limit to be
Nah,
honest.
she won't wait. No, she passed it then. That's what I'm saying. When you pass it, you gonna crash. You can't pass the limit and come back. No, once you pass it, that's it. You done went beyond. You done lost.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. That was it. Like, and then on top of that, she probably, how old was she? Like 70 or something like that? Shoot, that woman ready to get, man, she don't care.
Oh no, she definitely don't care. They lucky they still
I
alive.
think y'all taking it a bit far because I mean, you know, I think let's just stick with it. It's a mental health episode.
Bruh, once you clap 2 people in front of the courthouse, your life is over. I mean, that's
Most definitely.
2 lawyers at that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Chud the Builder in front of the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? Antagonizing and you know, this ain't the same deal. And look, he chimping out now because he can't get out.
That's good enough for him.
Yeah, he needs to stay there. But this ain't the same as him having a scuffle and a shootout in front of the courthouse. You shot the people that's supposed to be defending you.
No, they were the lawyers for the.
Oh, for the state.
Yeah.
Oh, well then that's why she clapping for sure. So then that's what it was. She said, y'all riding with them, all right then. Well then it all makes sense. So I'm ready to move on. I'm done
That's
with
good.
it.
We
now.
good.
You know what I'm saying? What you think about your man? So yeah, moving on. We was saying that what's my man named Rick Ross? He been all over the street, shooting shots. Yeah, he said
Ricky Ross.
Now the thing that made me damn fall out was he was like, yeah, I'm gonna slap 50 Cent when I see him.
All right, I want to see that.
Don't do that.
That's what, because he got some, I guess it's a thriller. It's supposed to be like a Michael Jackson glove, but it's just a finger ring. So he walking around with this finger ring like he Michael Jackson or something now.
He pulling a Drake?
Yeah, he said Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross was a crackhead on what's that white dude show, PBD? What's that dude name?
Patrick Ben David.
Yeah, I like his show. Now shout out to him. Now I'm gonna give him a round of applause. I like his show, but I know they call it by the name. But PBD, he was up there.
They say he Flacco said he part of a pyramid scheme.
I wouldn't doubt it. But see, Flacco need to watch it messing with them boys over there now. You know what I'm saying? I like Flacco too now, but Flacco need to pump his brakes.
They gonna run down on Flacco, man.
They've been running down on everybody from that no jumper staff. Now you see that dude caught the body at the taco stand. Now I ain't see Adam going up there to get him out. The show done went on. That show done hit rock bottom.
Adam said he got a bunch of moving parts. So let's get back to Rick Ross. Has Rick Ross reached a level of delusion that all superstars reach?
Do all superstars reach?
Yes.
Most superstars reach.
Superstars, not celebrities. Celebrity, you could be a broke celebrity now. You can't be a broke superstar. That's just my opinion. There's no way you could be a superstar and be broke. You got too many opportunities to get money.
He has a lot of opportunities to get money. Wingstop.
Do you think he got more money than 50 Cent?
Mm.
I don't know. I'm wondering. Because my thing is this. Like, I just think 50 learned a long time ago that having a super big house that I'm rarely at, spending all this money on landscaping and letting the homies stay here, I don't need this.
Right. That brings a lot of it can bring a lot
It's a waste of money.
Trouble.
Well, that too.
Definitely.
Once you start trimming the fat of entourage, like that was really just somewhere for the homies to get away from New York and hang.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you're a grown man, all your children is grown, it's just you, like, I mean, I get it. Rick Ross done rented out the crib for Coming to America, and probably multiple movies in the Atlanta area where they need a large land or this or that. So it's probably paid for itself 10 times over, but, you know, that's in the South. That maintenance and that taxes is going to be 10 times less than in
New York,
tri-state.
California.
Yeah, so I don't
Florida.
blame him. I would have got rid of that crib too.
Yeah, but I mean, because what I'm saying is, the way Rick Ross was coming about it, saying that like the original Rick Ross is a crackhead.
I ain't like that.
And all the other stuff he said.
But you chose to take his name.
That part.
And he just talking that talk because he won in court. That's my opinion. He just won in court.
So why you couldn't have came?
He won the name case in court?
Yeah. So why you couldn't have came up with something else as opposed to Rick Ross? Because everybody knew, if you knew about Rick Ross, you knew that's what Rick Ross, that's what the name was about. That he sold large quantities of cocaine in California, and not Miami.
And then when the nigga came out, everybody was saying, yo, is that the Rick Ross? That was the Rick Ross? Well, you want to talk? Come on. Yeah, just stay. Come on, man. You can come around. What's happening?
That to me
to
say all that
against
his name.
All you gotta do is cut it on the wireless joint behind you.
To say all that against the man's name, it's like you're being delusional because you built your career.
Man, you jump started your career off of somebody else's back.
Right.
Your whole career is off of somebody else's back.
Wow.
No, because it started from somebody you chose that name that was already well established. If you were anybody that was in that.
Well, now let's not get it twisted. Now he didn't choose the best name because Rick Ross still told on some people now. So let's not get
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying Rick Ross was already established before he came and took his name. That's like if you go big time and then I start calling myself Swift B or B Swift, like you feel me?
Because he could have been Convertible Burt.
Nah, he couldn't do that. That's his hometown. Niggas would have ran him up out of there quick. Now, like, you can't eat like, that's like me riding around here talking about I'm Tim Boss. Like, come on, man. You can't do that. That don't make no sense. Like, it's going to be somebody that's going to call you out in your hometown.
Definitely.
Most people idolize people that are from another generation or from somewhere else. Like all these people, like these people that be saying they Alpo or they rich, them niggas gone.
To me,
you know what I'm saying?
To me, that's what made him bashing Rick Ross sound just crazy.
Tomfoolery.
Nothing else.
Called that man a crackhead.
Exactly.
But you named yourself after a crackhead.
Right.
So like, what are you talking about? You
Come on, make it make sense.
Listen, he got an album coming. He's selling that book. He was capping when he said he gonna slap 50 Cent. Like I give my whole paycheck to see that.
I'm right there with you. I'm
right
there with you.
I give my whole paycheck to see that because it ain't gonna happen.
And if it do, there's gonna be some furniture.
Nah, it ain't gonna be no furniture. Man.
With some holes in it.
Gonna be some Cadillacs lined up somewhere. That's
furniture with some holes in it.
Nah, ain't no way he not. Now, you know, y'all can put that in the comments, but I just don't see him
I don't
slapping 50 Cent.
No, he definitely ain't.
Even if them niggas went in the bathroom by each other just to use the bathroom and bump into each other, and he ain't gonna want to do nothing, man.
Oh, no.
At all. From them boxing videos I seen him online, he ain't doing nothing.
I mean, when he tried
He
to
ain't
jump,
doing nothing.
when he tried to dive into the pool.
Nah, when what was it, when they was in Canada or something, remember that bodyguard that he had got washed up and he was just standing right there watching and walked away. No, man, he ain't gonna do nothing.
That's what he got security for.
You right, but if your security getting washed up by some niggas in the crowd now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You are next.
yeah, like, come on, bro. The first line of defense done wiped him out. Like, come on, man. Nah, man. He's supposed to at least be fighting a linebacker or something out there. Not some dude that just came from the bar over there and then put that work in on him. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm just saying, but I feel like Rick Ross really just trying to sell this book, or I know he said he got another album coming out on I think the 12th.
It's all definitely all for promo.
Yeah. Him and Jim Jones, cause I heard Jim Jones' little freestyle response where he shooting back at 50 and Max B and everybody else. He said, "The hell with it, it's up." He got an album coming out on the 12th.
Well,
So,
Jim said, "Let's keep it on.
He gonna
make
stay
some
in
music
he gonna
about
stay in
it.
the algorithm.
You can't be mad about it."
Nah.
I ain't mad.
Told Cam, let's do a versus. Me and you at the Apollo. Now that would be crazy.
Yeah.
I wish they did it. Who you think will win? Jim or Cam?
Cam.
You think so?
Cam.
Hey, look.
Jim got some bangers.
Jim catalog thick. though.
But I think Cam was a wave, like.
I think he can get him at the Apollo though, cause that's the streets. That's like.
And I think
that's like
that
us.
too,
That's
yeah.
like us. That's like us going. What's that? That's like us having a battle at the Lincoln Theater.
yeah.
Of the north side, east side, or something like that. That's some low. So that it depends on the crowd. Like if you go to Madison Square Garden, where it's gonna be a bunch of white people and this people and that people, yeah. But at the Apollo, there's gonna be a bunch of niggas in there. So it depends on the temperature of the room. Jim got Cam got the more commercial successful hits. Now don't get me wrong, he got some street bangers too. But 20 for 20, Jim got a shot.
He do. I still think Cam gonna pull it.
I ain't saying he won't. I'm saying to me,
But
it's
it's
a
not
toss-up.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
It just depends
I feel
on,
like it's a toss-up based on selection.
there you go.
That's well put. Well put.
Because like you saying, in Harlem, depending on what songs they select, the crowd can be right there in the middle the whole way, and you be like, man, they weren't cheering no louder for Dude than they were Dude, but they were cheering as loud for both of them.
It's gonna be tough.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, it's gonna be tough.
If they really, really did that, that's a toss-up. Because at the end of the day, like I said, man, they know each other too well. So they already know, all right, he gonna play this, I'm gonna play that. I already know he gonna play that, I'm gonna play this. Okay, and then on top of that, they already gonna have it in their mind. We already did verses. Don't want to play them same songs. We play that verses. So now I gotta dig deeper in the catalog and play some other stuff because they done heard that.
That's why I feel like that's what it's all about, the selection and how do they stay true to the list, or in real time do they switch it up?
You got
to go with the reaction that somebody got to something they didn't think they was gonna get that reaction to.
Got to switch it up. This is not a list. This is not a list for lists.
Man.
Okay, because like even if you have your list, it's not gonna go in the order that you want it to. Definitely not gonna go.
This is crowd energy.
Right.
Period.
This definitely would be.
But you can't go list for list, because your next song on the list might not be
Right. It might not match the energy
you feel
right
me?
now.
So they both might as well just bring everything on a hard drive up there.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I'm gonna be honest, neither one of them are a good show. to go watch perform. They just gonna
Right.
walk side to side and
Right.
rap. That's why they got smoked in the verses. Like the Locks really perform together. They really don't have background vocals when they rapping and all that. They really do. They learn that from Diddy to be a showsman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away from Cam and none of them because they make great music. I like their music, but what I'm saying is we all know on like say for example we go to an A&T homecoming or something like that. They're not gonna. You're gonna bob your head to the music, but they're not gonna give you a show like a Busta Rhymes or like a Mystical. Well, he might have been a bad name to throw out there, but he's still gonna give you a good show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody that's gonna entertain you. So, you know.
Like Big Daddy Kane.
I don't know, man. Kane came out with the freestyle response immediately now.
Man.
Look like he just jumped out the shower now. I said, man, I gotta get this off my chest now. What y'all talking about?
Shout out to Big Daddy Kane, man.
You know? Challenged them to a freestyle battle. We ain't heard no response yet. Now, I don't think Max B want to do that. You think so?
I know he don't.
He don't want none of that.
Nah.
That's raw. R-A-W. Ain't no half stepping.
Nah.
So, nah. He don't.
Nah, there's very few people that I think could go toe to toe with Big Daddy Kane.
Why these young rappers ain't respecting these old niggas?
Because instant gratification.
Why they think they can really talk to these dudes like that, or just be saying outlandish stuff? Like seriously. Like, I mean, I get it. I mean, to me that was barbershop talk they were having, but when it's on camera. It might not be. I mean, like he said, he loved Kane, but you know, you got to think before you tweet, or what does it Herm say? Don't hit send or something like that. Whatever he said. Now, once you put it out there, it's out there.
Right.
I mean, that's facts, but
he should have known he was gonna get some backlash when he said, "Well, where Kane at?" Like I said, Kane at the airport now. Don't get it twisted. Now, Kane doing about 200 shows a year now. 10 stacks a show, at least. So you added up. Kane living the life of a paid doctor. He's sitting back. You know what I'm saying? So
you only gonna catch Kane in Wake Forest Monday through Wednesday now.
Hey, that's it. So don't get it twisted.
You know why I think these kids don't respect elders?
Why?
Because ain't nobody getting a switch or a belt to their ass.
Well, we got gentle parents.
Man, get out of here, bro. That's why. If you don't.
That's what they say though.
We got gentle parenting going on.
Gentle parenting is a bunch of hogwash, bro. That's why you have kids beating up 2 kids and their mother at this bus stop. That's why you got kids running up into people's houses and getting killed. Or unalive, excuse me. That's why you got kids not just running around doing nonsense for no reason.
Well, they've been doing that, P.
I mean, but that started because they took all the old heads out, so nobody.
No, they don't have no more boys and girls clubs. They don't have no more after-school programs. When your grandma 35 and your mama 16 and they both in a rush to get to the club on Friday, what you expect the child to be doing?
Again.
I mean, come on now. I mean, do I got to clap for myself?
Again.
Everything you saying is the same thing I just said. But that's the sad part. That's what's going on.
You know, you got babies raising babies.
That's it.
You got grandmas that should be just mothers.
Well, they are.
But
I mean, but I'm just saying, like
they are.
They young.
For the most part,
you feel me? We don't have, like you said, the village. When you get old, why do you go to the old person for? Console.
For the most part, though,
there's no console no more.
With money.
I did a story about that last week.
That's just for the most part. To answer your question, why is it like that?
No.
In my opinion,
it stems from the home.
No, you're right.
No. That's what I'm saying, because nowadays, younger people equate, if the only way I'm going to respect you is if you have money,
You gotta have it back.
or therefore you can give me. You don't necessarily got to be extremely rich, but you got to give me instant gratification all the time. That's the only way I can. I will attempt to respect you. I'm just trying to explain it. You asked the question why.
Yeah. Well,
You wanted it. You got it.
again,
That's my opinion.
for me, it just stems down like from raising, like.
But what you're saying is you have to look further than that, because somebody that's a grandmother at 25, they just didn't get here.
I'm sure
So the problem happened not before them, but actually, really, to me, before them.
Most definitely.
Because these people, maybe they were just only doing the best they could. And like I said, because now, that's why it's so bad now. Because somebody said, no, the only way I can respect what they say is they got to have money. Because at this time, you know what I'm saying, black people weren't doing all that good. You got to remember now, men, we just got to the point where everybody could buy somebody a pair of Jordans when they wanted them now. Because at one time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You were a small percentage of people who had Jordan money. Because that either equated to you were doing all the things right,
Facts.
or you were doing absolutely something wrong. Because that made up the difference in you having the Jordan money that didn't equate to how you looked.
Agreed.
Just telling you, man.
Agreed.
And that's when they was $1.25.
Boy.
In 3 colors.
Right?
$1.25.
But again,
No, you got it.
but again, yeah, for me, it still comes down to,
I'm not saying it don't.
but I agree with you that, especially nowadays, like, if you ain't got no money, nobody respects you. But I don't know where we got to the point where, like, I never liked the saying, respect isn't given, it's earned.
Excuse me? You don't like that?
Hear me out. Hear me out. There should be a mutual respect amongst everybody.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
the part.
all right.
That's the part that he's saying.
A
'Cause
mutual respect for everybody. Like, if you're young, respect your elders.
That's what got lost.
That's what got
That's
lost.
all he's saying.
Okay,
That's what got
You
lost.
feel me?
Okay,
Now,
okay.
now, of course, there's different levels.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where you get respect isn't given, is earned.
Right.
But there should be a common mutual respect amongst everybody.
No, everybody wants to make every situation an extreme. In my opinion, like what you're saying, that's where the lack of everything comes from. Like what you're saying. The reason why people don't respect their elders is kind of like maybe my one experience with an older person. They were disrespectful towards me.
And
So now I'm not, can't nobody older that, can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm just giving.
hey,
Right.
for you,
Or you judge everybody based off of that
by
one
that-
experience by
right.
that one person. You can't do that.
Because even when I'm gonna say, like, for the and probably where you get to see the same age, somebody the same age as Chief, they came off on you a certain way. So then you experience your experience with Chief is something totally different. And instead of being like, oh, man, why dude ain't like, you like, oh man, like he has to be a rare find So if it's not somebody that you feel like you got to respect, you don't give the mutual respect that you're talking about. That's just
You're right.
That's just the way the times are now. That's what we're describing.
And you're right.
That's the extreme. You're living in the extreme.
I just want to say this one thing because it's all perpendicular. This is just my personal opinion. I judge every man or every woman based on my interactions with them and based on how they carry themselves.
Facts.
It's almost like, and I'm not saying this is for everybody, but I'm just trying to use this as an example. Take a bully, for example, or not even necessarily a bully, just an aggressive person. Majority of the time, they pick and choose who they're aggressive with. Because
Exactly.
they know that I could be aggressive with this person, I could take this, I could take that, or I could get over here, I could get over there. When they run into some other aggressive people, they don't have that same energy or that same attitude. Now, not to say that they won't, but it's not going to be pressing that line as much as around people they know that they could be the more aggressive bully around. And I say that to say this. That's what I mean when you say mutual respect. It's only that based upon the eyes of the beholder of who's looking, because it all depends. What respect are you looking for? Some people want to be respected by money. Some people want to be respected by their word or whatever, like the case may be. So people dress it up how they want people to perceive them to be respected. Nigga, I don't care what kind of car you got. Once you buy the car brand new, hey, that shit fly. That's it. I mean, you can only impress us
Congrats.
one time. I mean, that don't fly. Then after that, that's your bill. I don't care about that. I mean, that chain is fly. It don't matter. So what I'm saying is, everybody dresses themselves. It's the way. So again, the way you carry yourself. So if this is the image you trying to perceive and you keeping it up, I can't do nothing but respect that. But if you nickel and diamond week to week trying to uphold a image you ain't really supposed to be living, I can't respect that because eventually it's gonna show. The holes in you gonna show. The wheels on the bus gonna go flat.
That's a different type of respect. When I say like a mutual respect, like I don't know you for nothing. I see you walking down the street. You feel me?
That's not called respect. That's called manners. I don't know you to respect you. I'm just going to use manners.
Okay, you have a mutual respect to have manners.
I'm going to respect your space, but I don't have to respect you. It's just, hey, I'm civilized. I get what you're saying. You understand?
Yeah, I'm not okay. Maybe I used the wrong word, but like,
that's all.
You don't have to go to an extreme off. First of all, to all you limp dick people out there that get butt hurt so quick. If an elder, like he said, you gave the example of an elder or somebody have a bad interaction with an elder.
Yeah.
I understand that happens. I have my plenty of interactions with elders that I
don't like.
No.
Hey.
You feel me? If they would have been my age, they would have got knocked out. Just straight like that. But these people have been here. Regardless if you like what they did or not, in some way, shape, or form or fashion, they have paved a way for you to be here. They have gone through life. Now, yes, times have changed, things change, but they have gone through life. Not saying that they should be disrespectful, but you should definitely not be disrespectful to them only for the simple fact that they've been here. They have been here before you. They have contributed they have made their contribution to the path forward.
Okay.
All right? Not saying everybody makes, contribution is
Major.
Well,
It's
but
very influential.
if they're like, but
I gotta get at you, man. Finish.
But you should never just go to, or if somebody
Just being
disrespects you,
disrespectful.
if somebody disrespects you, an elder, whoever it is, you should not just be like, oh, everybody is.
Okay, hey look, prime example. You talking about contributions, this and that. Yeah, one day I went to Bojangles on South Side of the street. Had to be about 3 years ago. Old white man, probably about the height of that chair and about the width of that chair. Old white man. I'm being nice. I opened the door for him. That man said, "Stand down, boy." Now, if I contributed my knuckles to his mouth and put him on the concrete, but I did the right thing. I walked away.
I kept it moving.
So the jail, right? I could have walked to the jail and turned myself in if I knocked him out. But he would have deserved it. I held restraint.
Yes, restraint is a big thing.
So that what I'm saying is I don't care about his contribution.
But I didn't say his contribution was good or bad.
No.
Neither.
What I'm saying is you're talking about mutual respect. I held the door open for this man. He didn't.
And he didn't have mutual respect for you.
So.
Right. So
So the point that I'm making is you're coming from the perspective of morals and manners. Everybody doesn't have the same morals or the same manners. So it's
big facts.
So it's never gonna be a mutual respect amongst everybody. It's only gonna be a mutual respect amongst those you hold close because that's why you rock with them. When you're out in the world, the only thing you can have, in my opinion, is manners.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
That's
I mean, but see, you were respectful enough to hold.
Yeah.
That was your elder. You held the door open for him.
And that was,
regardless
regardless of whether they have manners or not, you always show that you do.
But you don't have manners if you don't have respect.
I kind of you can, because I can have manners and not respect you. We could be in the same public event, but it's money on the table. We could be at a YouTube conference trying to get this show sold, and it could be somebody there that says something slick to us online. But because we got manners and respect for what's going on, we ain't gonna act and take it to the street and there this guy out here, we'll catch him later. So I gotta disagree with that. I can respect you. I mean, I can not respect you but still have manners.
we playing semantics.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty
I
much.
see what you're saying, but then you got respect for yourself to not put yourself in this.
No, I don't have to respect you to work with you. I don't have to respect. No, but
you have respect for yourself to not jeopardize yourself.
No, you're right, but what I'm saying is I go to work every day with people I don't respect, not necessarily in my department, just in the building.
Right.
But when I see them, I still show respect. I'm still
manners.
abiding by the laws of the job.
Right.
You don't have to like or respect somebody to work with.
That's why I said we playing semantics, because you may call it something and I may call it something different.
Okay.
We're talking about the same thing though.
Yeah.
In so many ways.
We got different
just
guidelines
in so
for
many
it.
ways.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm saying.
Because like what you're saying, you may call it manners.
No, he's calling it respect.
You may call it respect. Somebody else may call it manners, because based upon your upbringing, it was taught to you. So, like you saying, it was taught to you as respect. Some people, it was taught to them as manners, because they gonna do it anyway, because they know, regardless
That's the right thing.
regardless of what you do, I'm gonna need to do this. Because if I want, like you were saying earlier, if I'm gonna commit the violence, I got to know my violence is justified. Hold on, that's all I'm saying.
Said, ain't it?
So that's what I said, and I'm still standing on it.
And I'm not saying you're wrong.
And I feel like that's where the problem is now, because like what B said, based upon how you were raised, you might let something slide to where You may not, because it's disrespectful off the top. But, you know what I'm saying? Did it kill an opportunity? Because we should have just held off, because eventually, if we had the fire on dude, or if we would have really had to do something, we would have did that anyway, but we had the manners to be able to conduct the business. However somebody wants to say whatever it is.
Fair enough.
Nah, I keep it real with you.
Fair enough.
If I caught that old man at the old stage store up the street, I'd have knocked him out cold. You know what I'm saying? But in front of Bojangles, where the jail is right there,
that's a little closer to the crib.
I can't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now if he would have said that at the hood store with Habib and them right there at old stage, he'd still be out there asleep.
Stand down, boy.
That man, I lost my mind. I started screaming at him. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't. Because I said, man, I slapped this old man. He have a stroke, man. And this was the fact. This one, I was fat. And I was out of shape, high. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get an old chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But still, the disrespect. I'm like, hey, how you doing, sir? Here you go. Stand down, boy. And he had his wife with him.
Because like you were saying earlier, if you're going to commit the violence, you know what I'm saying, you pretty much, your tolerance level is probably 9 times out of 10, it's way shorter than everybody else. If 9 times out of 10, if your answer is violence, your tolerance level is way shorter than everybody else. So 9 times out of 10, you need somebody to be like, yo, bro, chill. Chill.
You just ain't took enough trips down the Hammond Road and paid enough of them bond fees and court cases.
I'm saying, well, hold on. I'm trying to speak in the sense of like what Pierre is saying, because I'm imagining he's really saying it in the sense of the 12, 13-year-old, young people that are coming up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not around enough good peers to where you see that that's not the way to live. Yeah. No matter how the home is, you don't be around enough people to be like, yo, bro, to get the shit that we want out of life, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta bite the bullet a lot.
No, it ain't even bite the bullet. It's just the best time of my life was in college, because it reminded me of when my dad was in the military. Being around people from everywhere. Different personalities, different identities, people that are born and raised in the same place, they only know one thing. And a lot of them have the same mentality.
Yeah.
So unless they leave and do something different, they'll never know nothing else. So you can't expect somebody that hasn't seen anything else to tell you how to do something else.
Fair enough.
I wasn't even born here, just like you. Well, your family wasn't born here. You were born here. But what I'm saying is, you still have family that is from another country. You know what I'm saying? Or where you got a different culture that you're going to always be attached to. Everybody doesn't have that. Some of these people are just med babies. All they do is Wake County.
And a lot of people don't have, like, because I was going to ask you, you can move, you didn't move around, but you could go visit family different places.
Oh, every summer, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like he's saying, a lot of people don't go places, so they don't experience things because, like, you limit yourself staying around, because I feel like for a person who can't move around, a young person who can't move around, who doesn't have I ain't gonna say you gotta have a real strong foundation, because a lot of times you don't have to have, you just have to have people in other areas where you could go stay. If you're young, if you don't have the bravado to just jump out there on a wing and say, I'm gonna go stay with my cousin in Baltimore.
For the summer.
And then you gonna get up there and you get on your grind and you try to make the best of it, and then you come back. Like you're saying, I feel like for a young person, if you don't have that type of bravado, if you don't go to college, you're gonna miss out on the best time of your life. Because like you said, you experience so many different people, and you start to see that even the people who you think got it, man, that might not be the person who you really want to be.
Dude, I'm gonna give you a prime example. I had a class with Terrence J. When I was in college, dude Kyle Centillion on the morning hustle that you hear in the morning, he was on 102 Jams every morning.
Yeah.
He went to Winston-Salem State. But what I'm saying is, it's other people. My man DJ Folk, shout out to him. He went on to DJ for Tip, Jeezy, all them. Like it's a whole bunch of people that was there when I was there. Kevin Lyle's sister was in school. There's a whole bunch of people that was there. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, you get to be around these people, and sometimes you still bump into them later in life, or you still got a connection with them the way you can link out to them. People that's born and raised in the same place that pot ain't as big. You know what I'm saying? It ain't as big.
You limit yourself.
You limit yourself. Yeah, that's
on your
what I'm
networking
saying.
ability.
At the end of the day, think about it like this. Most of the people that's from here that made it, guess what they did? They did the work, got discovered on TV or online from right here. They either went to American Idol, goddamn Gladiator Fitness, or whatever it is. American Ninja. My man, shout out my man that do the tattoos in Fuquay. He done been up there about 5 times. But what I'm saying is, everybody still left, went somewhere to do something. Record deals. It ain't nobody that it's only one person I ever seen somebody come here to sign him, and that's his cousin Abe. That was back in the 90s. Carl Kanai drove the goddamn 500 Benz to the trailer park to pick up Jonna to sign him to a production deal back when Carl Kanai was trying to do a record label. That's a fact. Pulled up to the Green String trailer park. I need to holler at Abe. Straight up. Facts.
You know what?
Facts.
And that goes to show, me and my brother had this conversation, and we were like,
you ain't know that?
a steak.
Facts. Yeah.
A steak from Angus Barn, Root Chris?
Yeah.
Or wherever, these top restaurants is only $2 at the farmhouse.
Yeah.
So that goes to show, the only thing that changes it's not the meat, it's the location.
Right.
So yeah, I'm a big firm, like, where you grow up at, like, you're comfortable at. You're comfortable, and they might not value your area may not value or may not be able to value you the way you need to be valued. That's why you have to go.
They never will. It's gonna always be. It's niggas that gave me wedgies in elementary school. They could call me out if they want to. Who cares? Catch me now. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, it's gonna always be somebody that can point out something you did wrong or a flaw when you grew up with them.
And it goes back to what you were saying, that we don't live with a mutual whatever it is you wanted to call it. I don't want to call it respect. I don't want to call it mores. I just want to say we don't live with a mutual, because that's just like, I'm gonna use the steak example that you just used. That's just like the average person. He's telling somebody, man, you don't have to go to Angus Barn, man. You can come over here on Friday, man, and I'll do the same thing
For $10.
No. He'll tell you he'll do the same thing. And you're telling him like, oh, no, man, you can't do it. You can't. Dude pull out his old charcoal grill. He go get the same cut of steak like you just said.
From IGA now. No, they got it. You know what I'm saying?
He put it on his grill, he do it. And they like, well, ain't no way that he could do that. He don't look like the type of person that eats steak every night.
Don't judge a book by its cover, but okay.
Right. But you're not going to give that man the mutual respect when he told you, hey, man, just come out here on Friday and get your butt. You know what I'm saying? Bring me a 12-pack of beer, man. Just bring me the 12-pack of beer, and I'll have the steaks ready for you. Oh, man, you can't do it. Like you're saying, why can't you at least show the man the respect, give him one try? He said a 12-pack of beer.
You know that ain't enough. You know that ain't enough.
A lot of people.
Give more than that.
Well, who were we talking about earlier before the podcast that we were talking about people don't capitalize on opportunities and then be sick or butthurt?
That can segue into the next.
Okay.
The next topic, Gilbert Arenas.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah, like, hey, if somebody maybe like 10 years ago, maybe a little more, maybe 15 years ago, I would have been that person that you just described.
Well, thank
You
God
would have
for
had
growth.
you would have had to go to the Angus barn
Yes.
to get the steak.
I
as
wouldn't,
opposed
you feel
to,
me?
As
Yeah.
opposed to taking somebody's word that they can do the same thing.
But now I am to the point where
Thank God for growth.
I would prefer to actually go to the 6-pack before I go to Angus. Only because, well, this is kind of, it kind of depends on what situation it is, but like,
Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
but like, for instance, let's say I don't know, I want to be a chef, right? Or I want to open a restaurant. I go to Angus Barnes just to get ideas, right? Boy says, bring me a 6-pack. I'm going to go see, because I'm being honest with you, I don't eat out because I don't really like the food that they like. I want some real food. You might cook to my liking better than Angus Barn, and to a lot of other people's. Now, I know it's gonna be harder for me to work with Angus Barn, but now you and me, hey man, you cook. I got the resources, or I got the business side of things. You feel me? Let's do something.
Yeah.
Let's do something. And I honestly, like you said, I don't have to freaking like you. But when it comes to this paper, because I'm straight up when it comes to when making paper. I'm not jipping nobody nothing. Everything's on the table. Let's make this money.
Well, that's called business.
That's you though, Pete. That's character.
Well,
But at the end of,
thank you.
But that's called business. You put it all out there. You put it on paper. You agree to it. And that's the beautiful segue into contracts. That's what it's all about.
But I say that to say that, like, people pass up on opportunities because of lack of growth, lack of lack of drive.
Yeah.
I mean that's basically it. Lack of drive. Cause if you really hungry, you gonna eat.
Well,
you gonna eat
if you gotta feed yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gotta feed yourself, you ain't gonna eat.
You gonna beg.
I'm too proud to beg.
Well, you ain't supposed to beg for nothing, but
I'm too proud to beg.
Are you a wolf or a scavenger?
We're saying in this day and time,
I am a predator.
Well, that's even better. But, are you a predator or are you an apex predator?
Apex all the way, man.
Okay, now I'm about to say
on now.
You got to be an apex.
It's a difference.
You just can't be a predator.
Yeah,
man, come on, man.
I'm about to say now, then you start talking about
predators.
the
You're right.
of how
I am an
stuff
apex predator.
Okay,
You feel me?
okay.
I'm not going after no like ants and shit.
Only thing I know to eat ants is that thing with that nose. What's
The
that?
aardvark.
Yeah, that's all. I know.
I'm not going after rats.
He got to eat a lot of ants to get
really?
food. No, we ain't doing that now.
Give me a buffalo, man.
Nah, you can't mess with us now. You ain't a part of our tribe now. That's them Taurus babies now. You ain't no bull. You ain't no bull. When your birthday?
July, man.
No, man, you old Cancer.
Man, stop it.
You old Cancer.
Stop it.
See, like I said, we dance with them lions all night. We know it. That's the ancient music of the safari. Now we ain't taking no smack from them. We roll in the herd now. They roll in prides. We fight them all day.
Numbers.
Yeah, in the numbers. That's what I'm talking about.
Numbers.
There's certain animals that like the strongest roll in packs and herds. The weakest are single predators, like a cheetah. Cheetah get pregnant, that nigga take off as soon as he get her pregnant, and he don't never see her no more. She got to raise the babies on her own.
Exactly.
And they weak.
Because
they still do it.
No, because like cheetahs, they're single. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get back to the point in a second, but like cheetahs, they're single. Leopards, they're single. The only thing that save leopards is they take their food up in a tree. You know what I'm
Really?
saying?
Yeah.
And the other ones can't get up there.
Really?
That's all they do. They hunt and they take it up in a tree. But even them, after they have babies, they on their own. They teach them how to hunt and then they on their own. Gone. They don't have families. They don't have herds. You can't be like that. But back to the contract talk, you know what I'm saying? Gilbert Arenas looked like he may have lost Gil'S Arena. So it may just be the arena. Now, I never agreed with him changing the name from Gil'S Arena to begin with when he signed the deal to the arena. You know, like I think he sold them to YouTube or something, but
Hold on.
None of that.
Hold on. That's a major point right there. Because that's the major point that he tried to make. He didn't sell them.
So he's saying he licensed.
No. Yeah. He licensed it to them. So he's going to get it back. Or something. That's why.
Hold on. I know what you're talking about. He said he gave them 50% for a 3-year deal. But within that 3-year deal and the 50%, they microphones, cameras, light. So basically what he's saying is the setup in the house, he did it to get that, to be able to have it all. You get what I'm saying? I get that, but I feel like personally, once you let them folks in,
that's how I feel out. That's the major flaw that you did. Once you did that, it was over.
You let them in. They done infiltrated. And that's what Kwame was saying. Cause like my thing is this, look at now. Shit. How you gonna, I don't care if my contract is up. If I own it, I can show up when I want to.
Right.
I ain't no contract. It's mine. I mean, what you mean? But when you get, like, I'm going to tell you right now, Straight Shoota Podcast ain't for sale. It ain't for sale. We're going to just make what we make. We ain't for sale.
This is something, again, me and my brother talk a lot. This is something that we have a serious problem with. We have a lot of,
Come on, P.
We have a lot of rich black folk, right? How many rich black folk actually own something?
Oprah.
Not much.
I said how many?
Right.
Tyler Perry.
There's not many. There's still not many.
Like,
no, you're right.
You feel me? Like, really
well,
own something.
Well, I take that back. I would say that are public figures that we know of, because if we sit here and Google black billionaires and stuff like that, a lot of people aren't trying to be public figures, but we're just talking about in reference to public figures. Or are you?
Well, I don't know everybody in the world. Let me hear that.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
You feel me? So I don't know.
I think for the most part, that's what you're saying.
Joe Black down the street.
We're a minority in it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is we're not like we don't own
Willie Garrett and stuff like that.
Why don't we own our own basketball team?
Right.
Because we broke.
Because we would rather have a small percentage of something than rather 100% of whatever it becomes. Because I feel like in what you're saying, that's most people gonna always take the money to move your infrastructure, to make your infrastructure bigger, as opposed to taking the sacrifices for you to make the infrastructure bigger. Take the sacrifices with the gains that you have.
Can I hit the man who's been preaching this the whole time?
We don't do that.
That's what he been saying the whole time, but everybody called him crazy for spending his own money. But that's the game. It's like credit. They're only gonna give you a loan because you don't need it.
You're right.
If you need it, they're gonna tell you no.
A person with a $5,000 credit line is more of a risk than a person with a $100,000 credit line.
Because you need it. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm making, if you got a $100,000 credit line, we know you got the money.
Exactly.
So we'll give you any loan that you want. But this person that's credit score is 520 and they really need this loan to pay off their bills for the month, we're gonna tell you no because you can't pay us back.
You right?
Right.
That's the game.
You know, and
But I have no but see, that's the thing. When you use your own money, you take all the risk. When you take their money, they want in. If it works, they don't want out. You know what I'm saying? They want to stay.
You ain't
and
gonna
if,
get
they,
them out.
if it don't work, they want their money back.
Because guess what? Now you done spent these past, this is just my opinion, now you done spent these past 3 years pumping Gil'S arena. Now you got to go back to pumping something else if you really got some mess going on. And then on top of that, hold on. Then on top of that, even if you leave, they already got something going to where if you leave, they still got something built to where they can keep it going. All they got to do is mix and magic 2 or 3 different people in there until they find something
You
that
know,
works
slide
and
the
keep
name
rolling.
a little bit.
That's it.
They
But my
already,
thing is, why didn't he start his own from the
He
get-go?
did.
he
sold it.
He just sold it.
But
Like
he
you're
sold
saying.
into them.
Like you're saying, instead of having 100% of everything, he wanted to have 50% of the 100. So he sold out of them.
Instead of me paying the staff every week and editing every week and filming and doing all this, they gonna do that. We could just be talent. I got input on what they do, but we talent. We don't have to do all that. Look at what I'm doing. I'm editing, chopping, posting, doing all this stuff. That's the same thing he was doing. You did?
I'd rather have somebody to do it for me.
But you had,
Well, he hired him.
I mean, but you had somebody doing it for, was he doing it himself or did he have somebody doing it for
He
him?
was doing it
Yeah,
himself.
he had.
But
he
you could have
built-
hired somebody
He
under,
built his own staff. He
But-
built his own staff.
but so he built a staff.
Yes.
So he had somebody editing his video for him before he sold to.
Yeah. But it's no longer, but at that time,
So
he got,
what? I don't understand what's the
Right.
problem.
Like, why did he do that anyway?
You feel me? Especially if you got momentum.
Why
Yo,
did-
look, people need to stop being like scared.
Why didn't he just take
You
it
feel me?
like sponsorship money?
well, man, everybody got a different business mind. Like I
Now,
said, like I said,
now
in the
I don't know
video,
his
maybe-
intent.
maybe-
I don't know what his intent was.
Man, what in the world?
But I just don't see why, if you have something going good and it's 100% yours, you feel me? And it's not like you're in a product line where you need a distributor or something like that.
It's not like he need the money. This man rich. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Because
like-
I can get you that West Coast market. You don't look at your analytics right now, Peter. You really don't have a West Coast market.
I sure don't.
And if you give me 50% of what you have going on right now
I'll make you the biggest thing on the
on the West Coast,
Well, you know what?
because you know, I got access to WAC 100.
I know you do. And guess what? For the simple fact that you want in on me, lets me know that eventually I'm gonna get to the West Coast anyways.
Yeah, but but what I'm saying,
Your
man,
analytics don't show it. Peter.
Hey, it don't matter. You want in on me. In all purpose of this, I'm a nobody trying to make it. You a big timer, and you come knock on my doorstep talking about you want in. Well, I gotta be doing something right for some big timer to come knock on my door and make me an offer.
You're right.
So I'm gonna keep doing it.
no, you're right. But see, hold on. Here's the thing that they do before they come to your door. They run your credit check. They run a profile background. They see how you live and they check your financial situations. They know how to come to you and say this much money is enough money to change your life right now. And it may be true. So what I'm saying is this, everything you're saying is right, but a lot of people, they wait to come at them with a small amount of money that's a big amount of money to them at the time to get you to go for it. Now, at the end of the day, that might be life-changing for you at the moment. Sometimes people take it or need to take it. You just got to work yourself out of that deal. You can't cry about it later. But at the same time, I agree. If you're doing good on your own, you might not be making $30,000 a month on YouTube, but if you making $5 on your own, why wouldn't you just keep pushing? You going in the right direction. Just stay down a little bit longer. I agree.
Man, if you making any money, even if it's no, because I'm just saying, you started not making money.
Yeah.
If you make 50 cents a month, you are headed in the right direction. Now, you might have to do some, finessing with your thing to get your but that comes with the territory. That's like owning your own business. Again, for me personally, I would rather put in the work and say I did. That way, nobody could come back to me and be like, well, if it wasn't for me.
It's gonna always be somebody.
Everybody say that, Pierre. I feel like everybody say that.
It's gonna
but this
always
is
be
the thing.
somebody say that.
This is the thing. This is the thing. If you stay on your grind right,
It don't matter.
it does, kind of. It does. Because if you stay on your grind right, that means you're going to have a little bit of motion anyway. All I got to do 9 times out of 10 is come at you either during the holiday season or come at you during the holiday season during the summertime. Not the holiday season during the wintertime, during the summertime. With an average amount of money. Why wouldn't you take it? If you got a little bit of motion right now, and somebody be like, yo, Pierre, you know what I'm saying? I give you $1,500 to do this show Thanksgiving.
For me to do a show?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better
That's
go,
fine. Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
You gotta go get it.
I'm gonna take that.
I would advise.
And then I come back again.
Depending on the show, of course.
And I'm like Memorial Day, Pierre, you know what I'm saying? I got some
Bro, if
shit
you
jumping
pay
off
me
at
to
the
do a
beat.
show,
Right. $3,000.
I'm gonna take it.
Right.
Why wouldn't I take it?
I
Okay,
would
Pierre,
advise.
Pierre, I got a part for this movie. They want you.
Depending on the part, yeah.
Yeah, but I got to get 75% of the bread. All the bread that you're going to get paid.
For
Getting you this role.
that, I would still take it. That's an opportunity, okay? Yeah, you might get 75%, but I get my face out there.
That's what I mean when I say
And-
sometimes you're in a situation where it could change
And
your
it's
life.
this situation right here, 9 times out of 10, somebody wants to come back and complain about because this specific situation, it may be the most profitable situation of no matter what comes forward.
You right. No. You right.
Because you said you took it as an opportunity. All I'm saying is 9 times out of 10, most people do the same thing. That's the way I feel.
I'm not mad at that.
And then I'm gonna let you get it. Think about the movie Friday and the budget for the movie Friday. It ain't a person from that movie that ain't complained and said they didn't get enough money from what Cube did because it's an iconic movie around the world and everybody feel like because what it did, they should have got more than what they got, but you don't know when it's a hit.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, they shot that movie in like 2 days, or a week or something.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
He didn't pay nobody no more than like $5,000
Right.
the most.
Okay.
But everybody's saying I should have got more money.
No, you agreed to it.
That's what we're saying.
But in that sense, you offer me to do a movie. Now, if you were trying to get my business, I would take offers, not for my business, not for mine. Because at the end of the day, wait. At the end of the day, if it ain't mine, it ain't secure.
But like I'm saying, what if with that opportunity, it was the most profitable thing? Because like you're saying, like you said earlier, once you made the movie, you didn't pivot off of the movie. Because who knows, you know what I'm saying, where the movie took you to. You said earlier, people get opportunities they don't capitalize on.
You're right. I'm not giving you my business.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you're saying, you wouldn't give up if
I'm not giving nothing I do.
If I never came back again, you wouldn't give up on your career or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
Because for like I said,
standing on business.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm not giving mine. Like, I may partner with you, but I'm going to be majority. Point blank, period. Because then I have to own mine. You feel me? And honestly, I don't even want no partnership, period.
Right.
You feel me? I don't want to split nothing. Nah. I'm building my own legacy.
Well, I ain't got no problem with doing a partnership because guess what? I might have the equipment, you might got the script.
But I'm not doing 50-50. I don't care how much more you got than me.
That's not good business.
I'm not giving up my...
No, I'm not saying give up your business. What I'm saying is we collaborate on a project together. I may have the structure to do this half. You may have the structure to do this half.
Yes.
Let's both put our money up, do it together,
yes,
and split everything. That's the type of business I'm
yes,
talking about.
yes.
Simple.
But I was to the arena thing. Yeah. I'm not selling 50% of my business. I'm honestly, I don't think I'll sell more than 25% of my business if I did decide to sell.
But what I'm saying is, he didn't sell the business for money. He sold the business for infrastructure. So to a degree, yeah, money, but basically, instead of him going in his own pocket to buy more equipment, from what I'm gathering, he did the deal so that way, after these 3 years of us working together and you guys have recouped or this or that, now this stuff is mine and I can do what I want to do.
Hey, look, I'm not knocking them for doing that.
I'm not either, but I wouldn't have done it because I know once you get them colonizers in your colony, they're not gonna.
You gotta have, and then this is another thing too.
They're not gonna go out without a fight.
I am getting like 10 lawyers. Because look,
how many of them look like them? Don't matter how many of them you get, you still black.
Who said I was gonna get white lawyers?
It don't matter who you get. That's what I'm telling you. I bet you it's some shit in that damn contract that only them lawyers knew. I gotta hit y'all with the goddamn.
Exactly. That's why.
You feel me? I gotta hit y'all with
I'm getting lawyers
with the knowledge knee.
And I probably will have two white ones on there.
You know them boys working together now. You know they got some kind of clause in there, this or that only the lawyers understood it was in cahoots with.
They hit him with the flim flam.
Yeah, so
they sure did. They sure did. But bro, there's lawyers everywhere.
Man, listen, man.
Everywhere in the world, bro.
And he messed up.
You might have a better chance of going to get somebody who's just like pretty much fresh, wet behind the ears, but knows the language.
The best lawyers in the world can contact the best lawyers in the world. So the point that I'm making is they are all in cahoots. When they find a lemon, they squeeze them.
They gonna run the blue.
You're right, but they don't have every lawyer. Not every lawyer is connected to every other lawyer.
Man, listen to what I'm saying, Pierre. If I'm on LA on the West Coast and I'm the most expensive lawyer on the West Coast, the most expensive lawyer in New York City knows how to get in contact with me. And I know how to get in contact with him because if you're the most expensive lawyer, you're dealing with people that's going from coast to coast, doing big things, getting referrals from people and all this other stuff. So
again, back to the Angus Barn thing. You can go to the 6-pack, man. Or the 24-pack. I wouldn't go 6-pack. But I'm just saying.
The old man.
I'm just saying, you don't have to get a well-known lawyer.
Bull jive. Pierre, you're not gonna go to. That's like me right now. Anytime I got an entertainment lawyer and I have a criminal lawyer. Shout out to $1 Million Esquire. But like, if I got some music business, he knows that jargon. I can't go down there with Duncan McMillan or damn Rusty Dement or somebody like that talking about. I think he was ducking bullets out there when them shots was going on. I seen him on the camera. You know what I'm saying? But I can't go to him and say, yo, read this contract. He don't know what the hell he looking at. It's different realms.
There's different realms, but I'm just saying you could get lawyers like your lawyer that you got, your music lawyer, right? Does he work for Jay-Z?
He got some. I can show you his page.
I'm just asking. Does he work for like the big people?
He got his own thing going.
So that's what I'm saying. You don't necessarily have to get the number one paid lawyer to get a good lawyer that knows what that knows that realm that you're in.
You're right, but what I'm saying is this. I know Gilbert Arenas got money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's going up against an underdog deals with lottery. You know how much money they got?
A lot.
And
More.
even though Gilbert Arenas at one time was the $100 million man or whatever, I don't think he got $100 million liquid cash laying around no more.
No.
So okay, so let's get down to this. He might have a legal team. They have a legal firm. That's a lot more heads together in a room.
You right.
Writing paperwork and scratching.
You right.
So you remember how Mr. Burns walked in on The Simpsons now. He had about 30 motherfuckers walking in there with suit and tie and briefcase.
Yes.
That's the OJ Dream Team and going against Amazon's legal team is two different animals. And all I'm saying is I'm almost certain he gonna be in a tailspin. He can laugh and joke and say all this stuff online to me. That's fine. But how you gonna tell me you on vacation from your own show? How you gonna tell me your contract is over so you can't go up there? No, you supposed to be. It's your business. Even if you ain't on contract, you should be able to walk up there and say, hey guys, what's up, man? Y'all at my house. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So
you right about that. I just feel like at this point, look again,
you like tell me I can't come to my facility.
That part.
What?
That's crazy.
Y'all must be crazy now. It's like what happened to Chalky White. Now that man came and took his business and said it's mine. Now he might be the first nigga I ever seen just give his business away in real time. Him and Floyd Mayweather. Cause oh my God,
man.
Yo.
I think he went downhill when Leonard Ellerby left. Now I think that was the last real one in his corner. Now once Ellerby left him,
yo, Floyd
niggas just started picking his pocket. Now I'm talking about. That's what happened to suckers, man. They get licked. You know what I'm saying? They get licked. Just like a lemon, you get squeezed.
Yeah.
But, we're going to wrap this up, man. This was a good one, man. Good hour and a half. Got the people in the building. Sammy was doing his own thing today. He couldn't make it today, y'all. He'll be back next week, hopefully. But, where they find you at, P?
Instagram, Ben Shilo 2. Everything else should be up there. I need to check that, to be honest.
Oh, man, P, he don't even know his address no more now. No, where they find you
at Hutch Mickens on Instagram.
All right, bet. Y'all know how to find me, man. 16-pad killer _double M. Y'all check it out, man. Straight Shooter Podcast, Unscripted Saturdays. We up out. Go on.
Hold up. Huh? Be safe. Be respectful. And